Welcome back to the 2K to $2 million reboot update. Today is July 13th, 2024, and it looks like we are getting back to where we were. We are at a full 8 days. We started this July 5th, and we are up over 15%, well, almost 15% currently. Of course, like I said before, we're in a fluctuating balance because, of course, we're in a position. Now I still have that Solana open. Hold up. Is it? Oh wow, that's in profits. Yesterday it was, I believe, somewhere around $200 and close to $200 in the red. Now we're in profit. So maybe it's making its move. Like I said, when it makes its move, it's going to move. One of the things that I think goes on, we know, first of all, we understand and know that manipulation goes on in the markets. So what I'm saying is definitely not a conspiracy theory. It's not a theory. We know for a fact that manipulation goes on. But what I'm about to say may be a theory, and it's tagging along with understanding that the markets are very much manipulated. And I think they're manipulated to take from the poor without question. But, and that's, of course, how most big companies make their money from the poor. I mean, unless you know, Bernard Arnault and you own, the luxury brands or something like that. But I mean, and the poor people support those luxury brands without question. But the poor is who generally holds up a lot of companies. Walmart, for example, they're held up in their position from the majority of poor people, right? Or lower middle class people. But anyway, to get to my point, I think what goes on in the markets is when people are in certain positions, they're trading. And what happens is you get what I call position fatigue. You're in a position long, it's not really doing anything. Like I said, Soul has pretty much been in the same channel for a while now. And what happens is you get tired, you get position fatigue, and you get out. And that tends to be, they have it. I mean, it's so they have the psychology down, and it's like soon as you get out, within, you may have been in a position, who knows? Like for example, I'm gonna give you an example. I was in last bull market. I was in a mana position. Now I was trading it on Coinbase Pro. So at that time, Coinbase, of course, had Coinbase Pro, but I mean you couldn't trade leverage. So I was just trading. It was a spot position. Pretty much, you trading spot, right? So you don't have to worry about getting liquidated. So you only can lose if you sell, right? Or the coin goes to zero, right? Either or. So I had a position at around $1.08 in mana, and I held that position. It went all the way down to maybe 50 something cents, probably even a little lower. I don't recall, but I held that position for maybe 3 or 4 months, and I had 10,000, a little over 10,000 mana, because I had a little over 10,000 in the position. I got it, like I said, at 108. That was the price, the average price. And I held it for like 3 or 4 months. And when it got back up to 108, I had position fatigue. So I was ready to sell, man. I wasn't trying to hold it too much longer. So as soon as it went to maybe 111, somewhere around there, 110, I don't know. It probably wasn't even that high because I only had maybe $300-400 in profit. So it wasn't even, it didn't even go that high. But this is crazy to me because as soon as I sold it, within 5 days, Mana was at $5. So I lost out on potential, some real potential gains. But I had position fatigue, and so that's what I think a lot of poor people do. They get tired in positions, and they ended up selling short, or not short, but they end up selling their profits or short. They could have had bigger profits, but they sell short, and that's what a lot of us do. And I think that the markets in its manipulation, the manipulators take that into account. They can see that a lot of people, smaller positions, are selling or getting rid of their positions, and that's usually when that particular item or crypto pumps, when a lot of smaller positions sell or get rid of their positions or close their positions, then the market seems like it pumps, because that's what happens to me a lot. I know that. But this time I have a sell order at 170, and I'm going to promise myself that I will not sell it before 165. Now, in previous years I've said this and I go against it. This time I'm going to see if I can keep my word. I'm not selling before 165. Like I said, I have a sell order at 170. I'm not going to sell before 165. I don't care how good something else looks. I'm sticking with Solana until it reaches at least 165. All right. So anyway, that's what it is for today. You see the update, and I'll talk to you next video.